Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be walking through the garden and I'm going to show you what's going on in my garden right now. We are about halfway through July as of today and everything's looking pretty good. We got a lot coming on. I'm going to be picking some cherry tomatoes today and I might be making some pasta out of it tonight for dinner. But yeah, let's go take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so I showed you guys these planters in the beginning of the season. This is the coleus that I started back in March, which is my first time growing coleus from seed, and it surprisingly did so well. I just did a mixed packet of coleus, and these are what my planters are looking like right now. They're so filled out. This one's starting to flower. And then this is a fuchsia. I don't know what variety this is. Sorry, there's an airplane overhead right now. And then right here is the same kind of mix. And then I have some impatiens back in here, which I thought, I don't know why I put these behind them, but still very pretty. But yeah, so those are looking really good. Let's take a look at our GREENSTAK. Okay, this GREENSTAK is looking incredible. Here are most of my tomatoes and peppers in this GREENSTAK. That's pretty much what I have. I do have some herbs sprinkled through, but I'll go through and show you kind of what's going on, what's doing good. These are my poblano peppers, which are not quite to the fullest that they're going to be, or the biggest they're going to be. And then these are Hungarian hot wax, I believe. Yep, Hungarian hot wax. And these are determinate tomatoes, but they're not super dwarf. And so far they seem to be doing pretty good. They might get a little crowded out towards the end of the season, and I'm assuming those roots are taking up a lot of that space in the GREENSTAK, but we've had lots of tomatoes come on. And yeah, look at these. These are beautiful. Look at this, you guys. I counted this yesterday. And there's like 20, I can't remember, 24 tomatoes just in this section, which is crazy. Like a fan of tomatoes. And that same exact plant is putting off quite a bit more tomatoes up top too. So yeah, we should, oh, there's a little red one way back there. I'm actually gonna pick that one. Yeah, looking good so far. Let's look at our peppers over here. These are the hot cherry peppers. They will turn red, so they're not quite ready. Oh, this is the New Mex Big Gem. So I believe these get quite a bit bigger too. And then we have our shishitos. Had a good amount of shishitos. These are definitely some heavy producers. And then down here I have a YOLO Wonder. Look at that. So pretty. It's looking really good. I don't know what this is. This is a New Mex Big Gem again. And then we have these cayenne peppers. Heavy producer again. I mean, you can kind of see them hanging out everywhere up here. All the way up there. I mean, this is like a solid, maybe like 2 feet above the GREENSTAK. My plants are pretty wild, honestly. Here's that basil that I picked. It's been about 2 weeks now. I pruned it super heavily. I got rid of most of these leaves for my pesto, and it's starting to put on quite a bit more leaves now. So yeah, overall this GREENSTAK's looking really good. I'm really happy with the tomatoes that are in here. Like I said, I don't feel like they're really root bound in there. I am having to fertilize often just because the roots have probably taken up a lot of those nutrients in the soil. And so I think they definitely need some extra help with nutrients. But yeah, overall it's looking great. I got peppers on pretty much every single plant. Okay, and with your peppers, you want to let them reach to their full size because peppers quite often take on tropical notes or smoky notes, or they kind of all have their own distinct flavor, and they're not gonna have that intense flavor if you do pick them early. So try to let them get to full size. I know it's super tempting because, well, especially where I live in zone 6, we don't get peppers until a little bit later in the season, at least to their full size, unless you have like bigger plants to start with. But yeah, so it takes a while. Definitely try to let them get to full size so you can get that like exceptional flavor of what they're supposed to taste like. You can harvest them early and they'll still taste great. They'll taste like a pepper, but they just won't have that intense flavor. And if you let them get to their full size, hot peppers will be spicier that way. I've harvested some jalapenos early this year and they really weren't that spicy because they were so young. But if you do let them get to full size, they'll be a lot spicier. So definitely the way to go if you can. I know it's tempting. Okay, here's my daughter's garden. Woohoo! Looking so good. Look at these tomatoes. They look amazing. We have tons of tomatoes on down here, which I am gonna be picking for dinner tonight. I actually have quite a few more inside too that I've been picking this week. It's officially harvesting season, which is so exciting. But yeah, you can see all these in here. There's some over there. Looking super good. So I'm gonna get to picking these and yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay, just out of my daughter's garden right there, we got this whole basket of tomatoes. So cool. It's so awesome planting something from seed and watching it go from a seed to a producing plant. It's seriously one of the most satisfying things ever to get to this stage. And it's so many months of taking care of these plants and nurturing them. And then they produce these amazing tomatoes for dinner or just to eat. Here are my peas, which I just picked these 3 days ago, I think. And we already have quite a few on again that need to come. We actually have some 100-degree days coming. And so these, they just don't do that well in the hot heat like that. But they should still produce some. Yeah, like look at this. So fast these grew. I'll go through here and pick all these today too. I like to keep them pretty picked because they'll produce more and keep producing heavy if you just keep picking them. So I try to pick them every few days if I can. Here's a black currant tomato that I actually just bought at the nursery like a week and a half ago, I think. So this is the tomato. I'm excited for it. It's an heirloom, which I'm trying to stick to heirlooms as much as possible. I definitely still like hybrids though. I believe this is a beefsteak or beef master, yeah. Looking good. This is a new girl. I don't think I've had any off this one yet. We got some fruit set. And then my beets, I actually sprayed it's Dr. Earth's just for insects because I've had like the pill bugs trying to destroy everything. And so it kind of destroyed these leaves, but they're still doing great. And then our basil is coming back nice. Here's my eggplant. This one just got done flowering, so hopefully we should have some eggplants. They're a little slow for some reason. And then right here are our beans. I just picked these 2 days ago. 2 days ago. We already got a lot of beans. Try to pick your beans often too, because you're gonna get more beans. And then right here is a butternut squash bush plant. We have one down there coming on. And another one starting right here. Way down here. And then this whole row of beans is doing pretty good. We've gotten several beans off of them. Okay, here's my potatoes, which they've already flowered and they're actually kind of starting to die back. But let's look inside. Let's look inside this one. I'll peel that back. I'll peel it back. There you go. Oh, look at those. Yeah, they got a little bit longer though. Yeah, look at that. That's why I love that's why I love these bags. Because you can see how everything's doing and then you just close them back up. Here's all of our other potatoes. I actually did not. I stopped hilling these because I ran out of soil and I never went to get back. I never got more soil, so that's okay. We'll get some potatoes out of it, but not as many as we would have if we would have hilled it to the top like these ones. So. Okay, and let's look at these purple beans, how pretty they are. They're so pretty. They're decent producers too. I've gotten quite a few off of them. They're not as heavy producers as the Blue Lake beans. Our parsley is looking abundant. Probably gonna actually dry some of this maybe this week while it's still like in the peak of its freshness and it hasn't flowered yet. Here we have some zinnias, which should flower pretty soon. And then this is my black cherry tomato right here. I'm excited for this one. I've never actually grown this one. So a good amount of fruit coming on though. Our mint's looking awesome, but mint is like kind of like a weed, honestly. I'm gonna put this in here. We'll put that in. I'm gonna make some iced tea. So I'm gonna put this in some iced tea. Actually, you know what? I might infuse some water. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this in some like infused water. So good. You definitely want to get mint in the fridge right away because it will start wilting really quick. Okay, I've never actually showed you guys my blackberry bushes. You might not even know that I have them, but they're looking great. We have lots of blackberries on. They're probably about, I don't know, 4 years old. And this is actually my first year trellising them, which is kind of bad, but they also kind of were trellised up against the fence a little bit. I kind of tied them to the fence, but this is what they're looking like right now. Also, lots of weeds over here. But we got tons of berries coming on. They are everywhere. These I love just throwing in a smoothie just because they're so, so good for you. And I usually get every year definitely enough just off these few bushes. They are pretty heavy producers and my dog even kind of destroys them a little bit and they still do pretty good. So I think I have 2 different varieties. I don't know what varieties I have, but here's another one down here that are a little bit smaller. And I think they're a little sweeter too. Typically the smaller blackberries are the sweeter ones. These ones are sweet, but you have to let them get really, really ripe before they get pretty sweet. All right, guys, this is what I got in the garden today, plus a few that I've already eaten. But yeah, thanks so much for following along. I'm gonna make a pasta sauce or pasta salad with these today. I'm kind of undecided. I have a few more in my fridge that I picked yesterday. And then I want to show you the carrots that I have right now coming on. They're definitely getting sized up. These are the Denver carrots. They taste so good. Probably one of my favorite carrots that I'm growing right now. I'm really excited for the black Nebula carrots too from Baker Creek. So we'll see how those taste. I've never actually tried those, but they're one of the darkest carrots that you can grow. So that's pretty sweet. And then, yeah, so I got some herbs too. Look at, these are already wilting, but once I put them into some cold water, they're gonna pop right back out of that. Thanks so much for following along today. I hope your gardens are doing amazing. We're starting to get into harvest season, which is so fun. Definitely my favorite time. It's like all this hard work has finally paid off. So it's really rewarding. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat some cherry tomatoes and get some stuff prepped for dinner, but I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for following along.
How much?